I have seen gallery readings from Kim. This is my third time. Actually, this one was better than the last time. One other time when I was at a gallery reading here in this building, my family members came through. Today, the same family members came through as before. But it was definitely closer, especially things that my sister said were definitely more right on than the last reading. I think being a part of a gallery reading is absolutely amazing. I think you have connections with every single person that comes forward. There's so many other people that you think, yeah, that could be, oh yeah, I know someone that crossed over that way. And you think it could be you every single time, but it's not. But it's someone else. It just lets you know that we're all connected and we're all closer than you might think.
It was pretty amazing. There's so many ways that this connects for me. When she first started to speak about the dog, I immediately sort of just felt like this, I don't know how to explain it, but like an energy of like heat, like sort of coming up through me. And I just felt very connected before she said anything about the dog. When she just said, hey, there's a dog here. And I just felt like that was my Pepper. I felt that if Pepper could talk, that she would say something like that to me, that it was okay, that her time had come, she was going to pass on regardless, that she was well, and it made me believe that all was well. So I'm just really grateful that I came here today. This is my first time, honestly, coming to group reading this way, and so it was a good experience for me. What I appreciated about it, I love very genuine people, and Kim just seemed very comfortable in her own skin and very genuine about the experience. Like, it didn't seem as if it was something that she had sort of like set up beforehand. It felt like she was very much so in the moment. Like they say sometimes when pastors preach, or they say they're like preaching to the choir, they're sharing a message that seems like it comes directly from their spirit, but it's also the first time they're hearing it too, as if they're learning at the same time that they're teaching it. And I just really love that aspect of it, that she wasn't afraid to maybe not necessarily get something right the first time, but just really being present in the moment and sort of going through the journey with every individual, and just how moved every person was about their specific story. And then even if you didn't know, I didn't know the specific people that she was talking about, I still felt a sense of peace around all of it, that, you know, these people, these animals, these energies and entities were really coming through because they wanted to really give a sense of peace and a sense of closure to the people that they love. And I just think that Kim is wonderful. I wish her all the best, and that she should continue doing the work that she's doing.
I kind of had the sense that the reading was about to come on before it did. I definitely felt myself get really hot as she started the introduction of speaking of one of my co-workers, I should say. And it was a beautiful experience. She was completely spot on throughout the whole story, and also mentioned my grandmother and my uncle, who then kind of tied in with my aunt and my mom here. So we got to share the experience together, and it was amazing.
I've always been amazed by all of her readings because she says things that no one would know, especially because I don't even know Kim personally. It was amazing that she knew that my mom was able to was a cooker and the main person that loved to take care of everybody.
Well, when we walked in, there were a lot of people in there already. So I started feeling like it was like really hot. And then I kept thinking about my mom, and she was talking about everybody else. And then when my daughter Chrissy got up, and then she started talking about my mom and my brother. And she was right. My brother died in a train crash, and my mom was always taking care of the kids and always cooking, and she was, every Thanksgiving or every holiday, she would be ready to cook for everybody. But yeah, she was really right on the spot when she did the first reading for my sister Kitty. She asked her, "Who's Mary?" And I mean, I've never seen this lady before till right now, and I'm Mary. And she saw somebody in my mom's jewelry box looking at her jewelry, and it was my daughter Chrissy that was looking at it. So this lady is real. I mean, she's really, really amazing.
She's the real deal.
For some reason, I was drawn to Kim's face. I'm not sure why, but got the tickets for the group reading and hearing. I have had readings before, a couple in the past. I worked very closely with a lot of intuitives. Hers, you can feel the connection. I saw even with other people as they were being read, it just really hit them what she was saying. Very accurate, very much kind of life altering, you know, that people got exactly what they came for. And the funny thing is, in all of those other readings and people I've worked with, our fathers never came through, but everyone else did. And we always kind of said, well, why didn't, Dad ever come through? And here today, both of our fathers came through, and everything was just so spot on. She's very talented and gifted from spirit, for sure. She's the real deal.
We've seen Kim before, and she's really interesting. She's very compelling.
I knew we were going to get a reading. I just had a feeling. I felt chills going up my arms, and I just knew we were going to get a reading because I looked at her and I was like, I have a weird feeling about this. And she kept looking at us for some reason. Like, I was like, okay, something's not right. Something's going to happen with us. And she started calling her friend, or talking about our friend Chris, and I knew exactly who she was talking about.
When she started speaking about the 20-year-olds, it just hit me that she was talking to us. And then when she says about my father figure, who is actually my great-grandfather, who's a father figure for our entire family, and just how very, very accurate she was with certain things that she was picking up on, it was very, very touching.
I could just feel like everybody was feeling a lot better once they heard everything, and like they were just so, like, she was so in depth with everything. It made everybody kind of feel close.
You could
Everybody's
kind of
like
see the
close
whole
in there,
room
yeah.
kind of go hush, and then when somebody would like stand up and like they would say, "Oh, that's me," you could just, I don't know, you could feel the energy. You could feel how.
I wanted to grab them and be like, it's okay.
This is a really, really fun event, and I would recommend it to anyone.
Yeah, I
Anyone.
agree. You learned a lot actually from
Yes.
it.